Welcome, guys and gals, to another brand new episode, and this is my motorcycle reaction number 2. Really what this is all about is motorcycle scenes that are in popular movies, and what we're going to do is break it down. Is it something that's real or fake? Does Hollywood try to make you think that you can do this on a motorcycle? So I have tons of stuff, and if you missed first video,
help me help you.
I dived into Tron, and then I also got into Mission Impossible number 2. Well, this video we're going to continue Mission Impossible number 2, just really dive into how truly juicy,
Oh God, it's so good,
many of these scenes are. Are they real or are they fake?
That's impossible.
And again, like I did last video, warning, do not try any of these stunts at home or do any of these things on your bike. I do not endorse nor encourage you to do any of these things done by stunt professionals that you'll see in this clip.
Don't try it.
Another thing, my normal content is on my bike that is actually behind me. Because it's cold and raining, I haven't been able to hit a lot of the roads, but I have a lot of future rides coming up that are just going to be fantastic in North Carolina. So remember, hit like, sub, all that fun stuff. But let's go ahead and dive into the continuous of Mission Impossible number 2. And what we're going to do is we're going to watch a couple of these.
Oh, go figure. Look at that. Oh, look at that.
And then we're going to do it together, and then we'll do the breakdown, okay? Now remember, in our last video, we learned that Ethan Hunt can fly.
I believe I can fly.
Well, let's go ahead and hit a continuance. I'm going to put a little bell, and those are going to be things that we're going to break down in the video. And then I'm just going to try to hopefully keep some of the music and things in. So all right, Steve's getting away.
Put a hole in my Versace.
Okay. Now we get into the girlfriend part. So, I can just tell you right off the bat, we got 2 areas we're going to break down already. Let's just go ahead and do one more scene, and then we'll go into the breakdown. How's that sound? Okay. Let's go ahead and stop right here. Obviously Ethan Hunt is getting away from the bad guys. They do a shoot exchange, but what we're really going to focus on is he able to do that, what I call a stoppie. He hits that little stoppie, he's holding it, and then whips the gun around to make the bike do a 180, and then therefore shoots it, and there you go. All right, so is that something now that is practical, real or fake? So what I'm going to tell you right off the bat a stoppie is actually, what I call a stoppie, is absolutely 100% real. So when you see him doing that stoppie, that is something the 100% you can do on a bike. The problem where it becomes fake is when he does that little pause and then whips the gun out. That causes the bike to do a rotation.
What?
On a real bike, you can technically pivot the back tire to make it land, and many guys actually will make it do a full 360. It's a great trick ride. But when you notice those guys when they do that, they specifically change their triple clamp or the handlebar a little bit, rake over the fork so you have a little bit more control, and then they can do all those stunts, and that takes a lot of practice and time. This is a stock speed triple, so right off the bat, him being able just to do the stoppie and then, you know, just do that pivot could happen as well. But the problem is, and the main problem is, you could not do that one-handed.
No, 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 no.
And the main reason why is, if you notice, Ethan is doing, or Tom Cruise, whatever, he's using his left hand, that's the clutch hand, for shooting. Well, if you're doing that stoppie, you would have to put the bike in neutral. Then when it lands, it would then not stall out. But normally, guys that do that aren't that quick-witted to think about putting it neutral. They would more than likely keep it in gear, keep the clutch in, so then when they land, or balance better. So anyways, 100% fake. I don't know why Tom didn't say something, in my opinion. But anyways, yeah, that's just something that you can't do. And then the part is right there, a little 360. I thought that was actually kind of cool that they did show that. 100% real as well. That is a very powerful bike, and to do that needs practice, needs time, but you can do that. I personally don't understand why they even did the little 360 and then he went on grass when the next scene you see him on asphalt. But you know, you can see, you know, Tom doing that. That's again why I give Made credit for him. He's on the bike actually doing that on the bike. And you know what? Some guys won't have that ability. Riding a bike takes time and effort of understanding and being comfortable with that type of bike, and especially with that big of a bike, you could be intimidated. But you know, it's Tom Cruise. Let's talk about now the part when he hits his brakes and he leans forward and taps his brakes and lights up the back tire, creating a big smoke screen. Believe it or not, that is true. That is real. You can do that. The only way for you to really do that, though, is to actually have a higher CC. So like a bike that was on a 250 or 300 or 400, that wouldn't happen. My 600, I couldn't do that. You would need to have more of a powerful bike. But them actually lighting up those tires is actually pretty cool. I just want to break it down really quick. The look. I want to slow-mo that look. It's like that face I get when I don't have coffee in the morning. Okay, so now we're going to go ahead and continue the clip. Explosion. I can do that too. Okay, let's talk about this. Okay.
I smell.
Nope.
And let's do the breakdown.
Now we're going to do the breakdown into, you know, obviously the one next scene that he does like a little stop and does a 180 type of thing. But before that even happens, when he's actually being chased and then the truck hits him, if he did do that, it would be very difficult to recover. But the main problem I have is there's no way that truck would be able to even catch up to that bike.
That doesn't make sense.
So, unless he really just slowed down, but clearly we've already been defining that he's trying to get away, not slow down to let them catch up. So that's my problem. You know, he does this little tap and then takes one hand off with his clutch hand again and starts shooting while he's doing mid 180 slide thing, and then keeps shooting. And I don't know if he continues to did like a full 360. No. So, fake. You can't tap your brake while going that speed and do a full 360 while sliding your back tire. No.
No. No.
No.
No. No.
No, you would be bucked off beyond or stall the bike or something would happen. So fake. And then so he continues to get away, right? The problem I have on this next one is I've never had a gun shoot at me. So I cannot with a definitive answer say yes or no, but I will say that being a exposed naked bike, that's why they call them a naked bike, there's no fairings on it, bullets hitting anywhere around the bike in itself would do very bad damage. You would either hit the tank, you would hit the block itself, you'd hit wiring, something. And this guy's like undoing a whole clip on it. So him with that bike not leaking or doing something, that's a problem. But the cool thing about it that I did need to acknowledge though, him doing that slide, somebody actually did that, so that is real. I don't encourage it, but obviously you can do that. That's a really cool stunt, and somebody did do that. That is practical, so I really appreciate that they actually did show that for not a rig. But let's go ahead and move to the next scene. But I really wanted to focus on when he hits the brake, because obviously the truck is coming too close to him. He doesn't have enough time to actually do a proper turn. He has to slide his back tire out. In the comments below, do you think that you could do that on a speed triple, tap the back brake to slide it out, slide it at that angle, look at the angle, at a distance, and then take off like nothing happened? So I'm just going to tell you guys the answer is no, it's fake. More than likely what they could do is what the guy behind him in the red speed triple did, that he actually just pushed through the turn, dropped the knee, and just really probably grabbed full brake but push through a little bit. Basically apply your front brake as much as you can, but you don't release it until you're almost fully through the turn. If you notice, there's no distant shot of the guy that practically did it, because it's something you cannot do. You could technically light up your back tire, send it out skidding, but then you would have to, no matter what, try to like throttle it to kind of go through. You can't just slide it through a turn. So let's go ahead and go to the last scene in this video. And the last one, it's a doozy. Here we go. Oh, finally he hits a part. Finally, right? Oh, you notice that? Ding. Okay. Okay. Let's do the final breakdown. Let's dive into this. Here we go. So he finally hits him, right? Does a cool little slide. You know, somebody did that probably practice. What about those tires? And I pointed out the fact of all the different tires. Let's dive into that little jump. Now, look at the size of the gap that the guy actually does. That you have to give credit where credit's due. You know, he's doing a good little drop. But notice one thing. If you go back to my last video, when he's going down, anybody in the motorcycle industry would be like, what he's about to do is a full Nindo. He's going to pile. But he made it. And then when you pause, you clearly see the stunt double, the stunt rider is completely a different person. But he actually did do that practically. But again, did you notice though how much the bike immediately dropped down? It wasn't like the previous one when he just was flying.
I believe I can fly.
Wait, did you see that? He lied the bike down while the guy jumped over. And then the other clip, you see that he just turned sideways. So that means that that guy did that stunt at least 2 times on that bike. I give him props, man. Major props. Clappage to you, bro. Then they do this like little standoff 180 thing here. Look at those tires. Knobby tires. You put some knobbies on, some grippies. Look at the red one. The red one's even worse. Those are like spikes. And then they do the standoff. Do the wheelie. Yes, you can do a wheelie. And then they jump and then they hit each other. But wait, what did the bikes just do? They literally went flying in the same direction somewhere else. What is going on? I don't... Can somebody help me?
I'm dying. Help me.
I don't get it. That's what I normally, you know, when somebody does that, it you know, goes like that, but it doesn't go. But it has nothing about motorcycling, so. Okay, guys and gals, I really hope that you enjoyed that breakdown of the motorcycle scenes in Mission Impossible #2. I really hope that you guys enjoy the content, and I'm trying to get better every single video. I've gotten some really good suggestions that I'm going to be doing in my next video. But again, please like, if you see this video and you like my content, please like and share or be a new subscriber. And if you don't want the helmet on, again, I'm trying to reach at least 1,000 subscribers, so then I will take the helmet off. But until then, guys and gals, please, I hope you guys have a wonderful day. Hope you ride smart, you be smart, don't do drugs, and especially, you cannot fly, and you cannot slide the way Ethan Hunt would like you to think. Movie magic.
Magic.
Take care. Bye.
Peace out.